That favor got me jubilating. No sickness, no poverty. Glory to glory. Come and see glory, but you don't know my story. You see glory, but you don't know my story. Your time will come when I God's time. When Jehovah, when God's time. Brothers and sisters, when God's time. When Yahweh, God's time. See Paila, when God's time. When God's time. There is a time and a season to every purpose under the heavens. Say, every tears you cry, God sees, and everything you're going through, He knows. Everything that's said behind your back, He heard. And the time for your blessing is just a little while. And when He says yes, nobody can say no. When the time is come, and He knows you love my story. If you see it, if you see it, my story. Mama, where I go, Mama, where to go, Mama, where I go, you will see the goodness of our God. Yeah, just wait, just wait. He's a God of miracles. He's a God of possibility. He will never leave you begging for bread. He will never, never, never forsake you. Yeah. Emmanuel, my God with us. Emmanuel, He's still with us. Emmanuel, God with us. Emmanuel, He's still with us. God's in us. Where God's done. Where back. Where God's done. On this one, you see me dancing, so what? You see me jubilating, so what? You see me celebrating, so what? You see me laughing, so what? The blessing got me dancing. That favor got me jubilating. No sickness, no poverty. Glory to glory. Come and see glory, but you don't know my story. You see glory, but you don't know my story. Your time will come when God's time. When Jehovah, when God's time. Brothers and sisters, when God's time. When Yahweh, when God's time. See Paila, when God's time. When God's time. There is a time and a season to every purpose under the heavens. Say, every tears you cry, God sees, and everything you're going through, He knows. Everything that's said behind your back, He heard. And the time for your blessing is just a little while. And when He says yes, nobody can say no. When the time is come, and He knows you love my story. If you see it, if you see it, my story. Mama, where I go, You will see the goodness of our God. Yeah, just wait, just wait. He's a God of miracles. He's a God of possibility. He will never leave you begging for bread. He will never, never, never forsake you. Emmanuel, my God with us. Emmanuel, He's here with us. Emmanuel, God with us. Emmanuel, He's here with us. I'm going home.
With all that we shall hearken to his command. It is then that we shall rise, we shall pursue, we shall overtake, and we shall conquer all of our adversaries, and we shall shout at last, the Lord star forever, the Lord star forever. O Lord, let it flow over land and the sea. Preserve it, Lord, never uphold it forever. And shout for the Lord star. Oh, hell, of Africa. You said you forgive me for the land. You said you forgive me for the land of Africa. You said you forgive me for the land. And you said you
Good morning, folks. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are. We want to say welcome on board. It's our Common Sense Political Consciousness platform. We want to say thank you for joining us, those of you that are here now. As usual, we got to appreciate our God, and we are grateful that we are here this morning again. His grace and His protection continue to give us strength, continue to give us motivation to be here. So we are grateful to our God, and I'm very sure you are also grateful to your God. So before we go to the clips, today is Friday. I'm going to give you real time to talk. I want to slow down with talking today. If you can call. If you can't call, fine. You can remain with the comments. Post your comment. But this morning, our topic is what's on your mind. As usual, every Friday, what's on your mind. So before we get to the comments, before we get to name recognition and followed by the clips, I want to say something. I played 2 gospel music this morning. And if you have been following since I've been hosting a show, somebody is asking where is Brother AB. Brother AB is still in Africa, precisely Guinea, West Africa. By the grace of God, he will be joining us before the 15th, I'm told, because we talked 2-3 days ago. So he will be joining us, my friend. Samuel. So that's the answer to that question. Minister Alvin P. and Kevin Adam, the first gospel song, 2 of them, Alvin P. Minister featuring Kevin Adam. And the title of that song is Wait on God's Time. So we come to the other one sung by herself, our sister Kevin Adam, like Liberia will rise again. And I play these kind of songs on purpose so that I know there are a lot of people that listen to the tune. I'm not saying you don't understand what is it, but I love for the meanings of the song. That's what I do. Every single song of music that I play, I go to the meaning, the common sense aspect of it. So, and then the last song is so nationalistic. The Lone Star. I don't care what is happening. I don't care what is happening. And we don't care who you are. Even the leaders we're talking about, they got their own trouble going on too. If you are a gospel music lover, or you are somebody or a gentleman like me that kind of looking, I'm sorry, I got to go a little bit outside the conversation today, okay? A fun part of this. Looking for a beautiful woman. If you ever saw Kevin Adam, excuse me, my sister, no disrespect, you want her to be your wife because she's so talented. She is very, very talented. Kevin Adam is one of our best in the gospel music industry. No argument about it. She is one of our best that have not been able to get support for anybody at the level of Liberia. And just like all the gospel singers too. And all the local musicians like Takun J. These folks got talent. They are God-given talent. No support. When we sit here, people feel that everything in our closet is okay. It's super pure, it's super clean. And let me tell you something, that's not true. This is a reality talk show. Sometimes we deflate a little bit to just give you some motivational conversation. I can't answer call at this time. I'm sorry. Give, just provide some courage, provide some inspiration through conversation, motivation, so people be hopeful. They say, wait on God's time. He will never forsake you. He will never let you down. He will never meet you with food. And he will solve your problem. For those of us who are believers. And we come to the other nationalistic song about the lose that forever. So those of us that are losing hope on Liberia because of bad governance, from the time the country was established 1847, in fact 1822, to today, don't lose hope. The Lone Star is forever. Government will come and government will go. President will come, president will go. Leaders of our country at the level of cabinet ministries and agencies, they will come and go. But Liberia, the Lone Star will stay forever. Trust me. Whether I sit down here and talk, I don't sit here and talk. The Lone Star will be forever. And that Lone Star is the Republic of Liberia. Don't lose hope. The fundamental reasons why we are seated here every single day, it is not that our closet is spilled. We got no problem. We just okay. We fine. Everything is the best. No, that's not true. We are just like you. We sit here in appreciation of our God that gave us the courage, the motivation, and the air we breathe. We don't pay for it. So we got to tell God, thank you every single day. If you are a Christian, if you are a Muslim, if you just somebody that believes in the oneness of God, there is no storm that lasts forever. And even in our physical environment, there is no storm that lasts forever. There is no situation that lasts forever. There is no problems that last forever. In Ecclesiastes, I don't know the specific verse. I forget about my Bible story in high school. It said there is time for everything. There is time for good time. And there is time for bad time. But the way we muster the courage to overcome our problems, the way we muster the courage, the motivation, the inspiration to be able to wake up and keep going, according to Dr. Martin Luther King, say by all means, you must do something. If you can't run, you must walk. If you can't walk, you must crawl. That was one of his last speeches. But by all means, every human being on planet Earth, whether you are in America, you are in Liberia, you are other part of the world, that situation has become so tense. Keep hopeful, optimistic that life will be better after the tunnel. Just have that courage for yourself. Kevin Adam is going through a situation in Nigeria right now, we are told. Behind the scene, we are still working on modality to be able to get her story. If we can put her on our platform to explain her story, we're going to do that. If we can ask you, our people, to help us, to help her, then we will do it. But we got to catch the story. She appeared on Prophet Gay show on the weekend. And she explained horrible story. Horrible story. She could not even allow her photo to be up there or live. She did it on the cell phone. That she could not even come outside with her little children. And you think when people singing, they're looking all, you know what Liberian people say now, all that glitter is gold. You think everything just okay? They are just managing, hoping that it will be better. Myself who said it now, I got some stuff going on. We talk some here, we don't talk some here. But guess what? Anybody can motivate you. You'll be fine. Anybody can provide therapy. It is okay. But you need to provide yourself your own therapy, your own encouragement, your own motivation to keep going. If people help you out, it is fine. Just grab anything that you love to do and keep doing it. You'll be all right. Some of our friends will say, yeah, we tell our God thank you. To be honest. Those of you that here that were born in Lofa County or maybe Grand Cru or maybe Riverside or maybe Grand Cayman County closer to Morovia, maybe, all the way in the bush there. Our man and they didn't have a clinic there before they have hospital. Anything God had designated for every human being on this planet, I don't care how long it takes, it's gonna happen. We didn't even know we'll be here. But right in Liberia there, Yana boy from Lofa County. And today we are comfortably seated here. We tell God thank you. That we have become an ambassador for other people to survive. Family members, relatives, friends. I don't have to be a rich man. How much do I need to live? Even if I live in Liberia right now, I go teach 2 universities, I'll be fine. I'll be just fine. Like the other gentleman called yesterday, Sandro Johnson, he impressed me so bad that majority of Liberians, people that get $1 or $2, they're living in prison. And if you look at it, it is real. I was in Liberia for 5 weeks defeated. My friend now working, and she said that the speaker house there, my people, it is sealed on GSA Road. And I said, then she asked me, why they do that? I said, because they know they're not doing things right. The best security for any human being, it is your immediate surrounding. Your immediate surrounding, your neighbors are the best security for any human being. If you are doing better, why will you build a fence that will cover you and nobody see your house? In America here, even the White House, where the president lives, okay, you can literally go on the internet and just book an appointment and go to the White House and go walk around. You can stay outside and look inside the fence. Get a Minister of Foreign Affairs. Those of you that live in Liberia, that's how it is. I've been there 3 times when I was living on the East Coast. So I just wanted to say this small thing to just add my own lay out there, my common sense out there, to what other people are saying here. And maybe somebody in kind of similar situation like our sister Kevin Adam in Nigeria right now in hiding. It is terrifying. Somebody say, "Can't let me sponsor you," and that person become your abuser. And you see, we do not promote talents in our country, Liberia. The government doesn't do it. Few, small number, maybe 0.1 private sector people try to help out, maybe. But the government don't do it. They got no money for that. They got money for themselves, for their family members, and for their best friends. And that's a problem. The government go to Nigeria, go to Senegal and other countries and bring people on Independence Day to sing when we got talented Liberians right in Liberia and get them plenty of money. Takun Jaden over there, the rest of the guys are there. Look at the boy that died as a result of car accident. Quincy. Folks are over there. Even the journalists, some of them are really good, but they're not getting training. They just localized. Oh God. But you know what? We can't lose hope. We cannot lose hope. You're listening to our sister. Say Liberia will rise again. And I believe it. It's going to rise again. That Lone Star is forever. Trust me. Before our parents and grandparents were born, Liberia were already existing. And Liberia still will exist. Regardless of what they do, what they don't do, it's going to be better. Just have that belief. Don't get yourself depressed. Don't get yourself overwhelmed about this situation. Oh, Joseph Walker got to win. Oh, Joshua got to go. And let me tell you something. When we sit here, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for myself. When I sit here, I sit here in the political jacket, real time. I don't mean harm to nobody. In a real political jacket and just using my language based on political theory, administrative theory, and administrative procedures. That's what I sit. When I sit it, that's what I use. That's a benchmark. When I get out of this place and we meet outside there, I'm a different person. I'm not taking Liberia situation and put it on my head. I will not survive. But we keep talking so it can change little by little. And we think it is changing. Our international partners, including the United States, they are all joining us now to reduce the issue of corruption. Even here in America, there's a corruption here. There's a corruption here. But the difference is American government, through the court, through the Department of Justice, at state level, at federal level, other countries too, in Africa, the law will deal with you. Human environment is corrupt. Thomas Hobbes said it. Says society is nasty. So we should find a way to have a neutral body. That happened to be government. To balance, to create a balance between the weak and the strong. Regrettably, in our country, that very government has become the nasty institution messing with the people that they're supposed to be protecting. And that's regrettable. It is sad. And that is a fundamental reason why we sit here and say what we say and the way we say it. I don't need million naira to live. I just need small thing to eat and keep going. If I fly to Liberia tomorrow morning, for example, no bragging about anything, I don't need a government job. If I get it sincerely, not from these people, these indigenous vampires, maybe the next government or any future government, I will accept it to do my part. Whatever I'm able to do. If I don't get it, I can go to the University of Liberia to go teach. I'm qualified, I'm competent to do so. I can go to one of those universities, maybe private university, to go teach. Okay? If I can get 500 out from them, I'll be fine. But I don't want to live in an environment where I'm the only one that is seen by the majority of the people in my neighborhood as a king. Now, I got to live in prison. I got to build my fence to go above the house. Maybe 12 feet or more. What kind of life is that? So you're always looking over your shoulder. Even though you're not part of the bad guys, but you're always looking over your shoulder because something fundamentally is wrong with Liberia and something fundamentally is going on in our country, and the majority of the people, they do not live better because the ugly behavior of the government when it comes to managing our resources. I don't want to live in that kind of environment. No, I won't be there. Because why? God, for anything, Papa, you'll be a target. Even though you're not part of it, I have some people got killed during the war. They were not part of some government. They were not part of chartered government. But just that they were living in that community a little bit okay, doing their private job, get their family in a car, and then they enter the gate lot. When the tea pop up, bang! That then there. You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know it. I don't want to find myself in that kind of environment. We will continue to do what we got to do. Money grant, Western Union, RRA, and other forms of support to Liberia through our family members, our friends. But to undertake anything tangible, super tangible, me personally, I'm not ready for it. Because I'm not going to live in Liberia right now. No. Small country like Gambia get 24-hour electricity. They have problem too, some kind of way. They were not even Gambia, they were Senegambia. A small island country, part of Senegal yesterday, they on their own, they're better. Don't talk about Ghana. Let's talk about Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is okay more than Liberia. What the heck? The Morovia, the seat of the government, 19 years after the war, do not even have a stable electricity. Now you sit there, you say everything is okay. Okay. We hold it right there. My people, yeah, thank you. So today is what's on your mind. That I'm talking, I finish talking. So after I do the name recognition, 1 or 2 clips, preferably your care because your care is okay. Or maybe Eddie Johnson said it or whatever. We just keep it going. All right, my nephew Abraham Amara do not work on a bowl. Samuel G. Williams work on a bowl. Madeline David work on a bowl. Florence Yancey work on a bowl. Arthur Dennis work on a bowl. Decontin Dean work on a bowl. Grace Thomas work on a bowl. Yep. Who there's Sando Herbert. Oh, my buddy right there from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Mr. James Sando Herbert, how you doing, my friend? I'm doing gracious, man. I'm so grateful to my God, my brother. Life is better. All right, Eddie Younger Tamba, welcome on board. Nabia Masakwe, good morning, family. Welcome on board. So, yeah, Florence Colley, welcome on board. Yatrua Kranga, welcome on board. Okay. Who's that? Teresa N. Boakai, welcome on board. Dennis Murphy, welcome on board. Malvina Wallace, welcome on board. Bese Wasin Wanda, welcome on board. People Seku Soko Kamara, welcome on board. Folks, thank you plenty for coming, and I want you to share the show, please. Some of these conversations helping a lot of people. A lot of people have been, because I get called like crazy after the show. Let's share with our folks. Please. Help us to help our people. Help educate them. That this situation in Liberia ain't gonna last. Trust me. Hassan Ability work on board. It ain't gonna last forever. Deborah Fungbe work on board. Victoria Moyala work on board. Cece Morris welcome on board. All right, please share the show. Share it to all of your contacts, whether that friends, whether that family member. You know what? We are in a democratic environment, and globally, democracy now is leading. You can literally decide to watch the show, or you decide not to watch the show, but you just send it to them. Even people that come here, people that call here, I fundamentally disagree with them, but I say allow them to end their view. Because that's what we're supposed to do in a democratic space. Allow me to enjoy myself, I allow you to enjoy yourself. With mutual respect. With mutual respect. That's what we need to do. So first, let's go to the clips, okay? Let's do 1 or 2 clips, and then you can call and say what you want to say, okay? Yeah.
Here is that a lot of us, including me, we are concerned about your recent pronouncement with the formulation of a new group. I see you buried it. I don't know the name of
the Opposition Protection Unit.
The Opposition Protection
Unit. You see it? So I already versed. Yeah, I already versed, and were printed from where in Liberia.
Opposition Protection Unit.
Yes.
OPU.
Yeah, and you see me, my berry, right? Are you going live for the people to know?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're live.
I hope that 419 thing there. I hope you're going live.
Everything you want me to apply, even the live.
You see some of my people, right? They are in the beret.
So why did you form this group?
The president said no security. You think I'm going to say about to kill me? 2023 will be more. It will be worse than what happened July 26. This and it will be protecting our political leaders and protecting our supporters and the Liberian people. And don't take it for a joke.
The Liberian people, the police are here.
Where you go? Start making fun of them. We are going to train people for self-defense. I'm a former police officer. Riot control. I did riot control at the police academy. I am one of the instructors. We started already. We started doing our physical fitness. We got some martial art people, trying to train our people. Master day martial. I'm a second day black belt holder. Where you go?
Where is the training?
You will be invited on our second training day.
So you have had the first training?
We had the first training, and the people that will train already. Those are some of the people you see behind me. We have started the training with the first 50 men. Because one of the people said, until you can be tracked, we'll protect ourselves. Oh, you think I'm joking with it? And I said, nobody can ask me why you wearing a vest. Nobody's supposed to ask me. Do we have security in the country? The president said the security is no more. Double, like in the Zin house. Man Lopu, Man Yama, like in those Zin houses. She low for generator to put CCTV. You know what I mean for the president to come down low?
Look, a benevolent dictator, meaning somebody like who alone can sit in the room and make a decision can change the country faster. This is what's happening in a lot of the Asian dictatorships where the benevolent dictator just say, okay, you know what, I don't hear what the other people say in a view. I won't build that road and I'll put the money there. Because so now you see what build the road, people say, okay, do the land, everybody start democratizing the decision, then you slow. But we need tough decisions. So let's reorient this whole government. The president will now have that resounding mandate for people to be afraid of him. So this is the mandate that you want to give him this December 8th.
Constantly threatening the states, constantly inciting people. I want to be clear. We will now tolerate those kind of citizens. Those that constantly insulting the president. I want to be clear that after this, there will be no citizen in this country and I defy you that will ever insult the president and think he will walk in the street freely.
If no one will do that, the youth league on our watch will protect the democracy of this country. I want to say to you the reason we call so that you cannot be surprised. And don't think because I serve as a mayor, we will be on the front burner. We will lead our people like we led them before. And whatsoever you are, we will also be there and we'll meet in flesh and blood. So as Liberians, and to see exactly whether you got the capacity to threaten our peace. Thank you very much.
Isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa mabhuni Afrika. Isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa mabhuni Afrika. Solomoni iyo Solomon Solimadam iyo Solomon Solomoni Solimadam iyo Solomon waye isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa mabhuni Afrika. Waye isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa mabhuni Afrika. Solomoni iyo Solimadam iyo Solomon Solomoni iyo Solimadam iyo Solomon waye isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa Afrika. Waye isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa Afrika. Usolomoni Solimadam iyo Usolomoni Solimadam iyo waye isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa Afrika. Waye isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa Afrika. Usolomoni Solimadam iyo Usolomoni Solimadam waye isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa Afrika. Waye isoja nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa Africa. Solomoni, iyo Solomon, Solimatangu, iyo Solomon, Solomoni, iyo Solomon, Solimatangu, iyo Solomon. Baye isocha nomkhonto wesi, owabulawa mapuni Africa. Baye isocha nomkhonto wesi, owabulawa mapuni Africa. Solomoni, iyo Solomon, Solimatangu, iyo.
All right, folks, we are ready to accept calls, and you can call and say whatever on your chest this morning on our topic. What's on your mind? Today is Friday, wonderful Friday, bless, and let us rejoice in it, okay? The number to call is 267-938-2801, 267-938-2801. That's the number to call, regular number to call. Our WhatsApp number for folks who are not here, who are not able to call directly, is +1 267 648 8012. +1 267 648 8012. That's our WhatsApp number to call. So call now or forever hold your peace. Or better still, you can continue to do your comments. That's another form of contribution. Write your comments, and maybe we can read some of the comments today, hopefully, while we wait for callers to call. Today is Friday. This Friday today, I already finished saying what I wanted to say. I might add it a little bit, but I want you to call so you can say what you want to say, so other folks can listen to you, okay? While we wait for callers to call, I'm going to be reading some comments here so that everybody can hear what other folks are saying here. If your comment is not right, if it is profanity, trust me, I'm not going to read it. If it is profanity, I'm not going to read it. We don't do that here. Sometimes we go a little bit hard, but we use adjectives. We don't use profanity. If you use adjective, I will read it. But if you use profanity, I will not read it. Just so you know. Yeah. We got to watch out. Yeah. All right. So Sister Florence Colley, she's saying, I think we need to give the country to the American people to fight corruption, to develop our country and educate our people. You know, the Liberian people themselves will not be able to do anything for that country besides doing foolishness. That's what Sister Florence Colley is saying. So if you agree with that, that's fine. That's what she thinks, that it would be okay that we give our country to America to manage, that the people of Puerto Rico give their country to America to manage. So they got a CEO that they call Chief Executive Officer. That's the equivalent of a governor position in America. And what is happening over there, everything they do, the American manager, they pay taxes to the U.S. government, they provide military for them. Everything you think about, you know, they vote in Puerto Rico, just so you know, American, you know, election, they vote, and they give them Social Security card. So, yeah, maybe that would be a way for. Prior to Ellie coming to power, doing the peace accord in Ghana, I was staying in Liberia, one way or the other, we're in student advocacy, so we're part of the conversation. And that even led to Ruva Nova, you know, representing us at the level of NTLA that time, the Kangaroo Legislative Caucus that came out of the, you know, Accra Peace Accord. Yeah, so there was the conversation that would give our country to United Nations trusteeship for UN to manage our country, saying we are being in a lot of trouble. So, but political leaders, civil society leaders, and majority of the people said, no, we don't want that. So, what we want to manage it ourselves. But here we go. We had two major groups in Liberia from yesterday all the way to today. According to my Google search, the other group is about 2.5% now. The settlers, quote unquote, the Congo people, That's how we understand it. The Congo people in Liberia now are about 2.5%. You can look it up too. Yeah, American Liberians. They are 2.5% today. So if you were to minus 2.5% from 100%, you do the math. So we are in overwhelming majority. We the indigenous, the country woman children. We are in overwhelming majority. Okay? So all the arguments we've been having prior to just we are becoming president, prior to Samia Kayando becoming president and led the country that got us to where we are. Our argument was the Congo people were messing with us. That was our argument. And we needed to take power from them. And we succeeded doing it. But when we succeeded doing it, what happened? Here we go. So now, the argument is not about the Congo people or the native people. The argument now is corruption, lack of integrity, love for country, no love for country, let me put it that way, and impunity. Those are our key responsibility now, or not even responsibility, but key areas responsible for our underdevelopment. And it's not about Congo men or Congo woman business or native men or native woman business. It is just us. That is who we are. So should we continue to go the way we're going? Maybe that would be another conversation another day. Or should we really take some kind of overwhelming decision to compare our public leaders to make a decision to take this country over to United Nations trusteeship? If we want to do that, then we need to do some research. Countries that have gone under United Nations trusteeship, we need to know whether they succeeded. Whether those countries succeeded under the United Nations trusteeship, and when United Nations left, what happened there? We can't just come here and start to propaganda. We need to do some research to figure it out. Okay? So there are other countries, there are small island countries that America still preside over. They don't have 100% control over South Korea, but they got significant control over South Korea because they offer them military support and other supports. That's why the Samsung that we use in America is actually South Korean company. But South Korea, just so you know, let me deflate a little bit. If you are living in the United States and you got American degree and you go to South Korea, you're a hot cake. They take you like real time. Go to South Korea. The other small country in Asia, Jordan, for example, the kings, I forgot his name. He been there. He was here with. He came here multiple times to visit with Donald Trump. Even Saudi Arabia, United States offer about 28,000 men and women in arms. Qatar, the same thing, and other smaller countries around the place. So maybe we need to have a genuine conversation about our situation. Maybe honest and genuine conversation about our situation. How can we handle the issue of corruption? Impunity. Only the ordinary people should go to court and be convicted. The big guys do not go to court. If they win, they will manipulate the system and walk away with it. That's a problem. And many people just feel when the guns get silent, that's total peace. No, they're not peace. Those things that happened that led to the war between and after different elections, those things that are happening now are the recipe for either peace, sustainable peace, or perpetual conflict. Like we see it now. Y'all listen to final minister, right? We should make judge we are benevolent dictator. People can just use the word to just fool other people. The man is not even benevolent dictator yet. Legally, we ain't granting that power. He's already stealing. He's taking everything for himself. Following all the women in Liberia. Don't want me benevolent dictator. You know what benevolent dictator actually means? example, Gerald Roden was a Benevolent dictator. Go check it out. Gerald Roden, the late Gerald Roden in Ghana. This is a man that took over the country few months, few years later and turned over the civilian rule. Then civilian rule took over and then went back into the same funny stuff. Jerry Rock came back for the second and said, this time I'm not giving it back. And you all know what Ghana is today. You all know what Ghana is today. And that time Jerry then took over Ghana, like bro, ahead of Ghana in everything you think about. Okay? Liberia were almost literally ahead of every single country in West Africa, including Nigeria. The time we took to fight each other, to kill each other, those countries were doing better. They too still have problems, just like human society, my people. We're not saying the just because it's gold, greater what it call it is gold. No. But they are better. For example, as we got 6 major rivers in Liberia that can give us electricity. We can't even get that. The final minister say rainy season we'll get it. When dry season comes, we're done. So what's the plan? 19 years after the war. If any woman gave birth to their son or to their daughter 2003 when child were leaving August 11, that child is 19 years today. Based on our system in Liberia, based on law. They are adult now. They are mature. Moreover, the seat of the government does not have stable electricity, including Minister of Foreign Affairs. When I went home, I went to renew my passport. I pay Express. Express was to be next day. It took me 2 weeks to get it. You know why? Current worker, they call it current. Let me not call it electricity. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Passport Bureau, the entire ministry. And Passport Bureau makes money on a minute basis. Not hourly basis. They make money in real time on a minute basis. You want to tell me, since the government gets stable current, you want to tell me the Bureau of Passport cannot buy some kind of generator? Every time I went there to do my biometric, the current went off. The system will take up to 2-3 hours to reboot. Every time I went there to go do my biometric, the same thing. The last time I was able to get it, the director told me, Mr. Duno, you got to come early. And I live in all the way Pinsway. I got to wake up around 5 o'clock to get myself ready. And get on that road before they even open their door. I was right there. But guess what happened? I succeeded doing my biometric. By the time I stepped my people is serious, but it's funny. By the time I stepped out of that small window of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, those of you that been there, Passport Bureau, by the time I stepped away, it was after 8 a.m. My brother Corin went off. The director came to me and said, you see what I was telling you? God, you gotta bless. Oh, it's funny, but it's not. That's serious matter. That is the equivalent State Department in America. Minister of Foreign Affairs role is so critical. That is the only agency in our country that's supposed to welcome and impress strangers. They're supposed to go out there to tell people, come to us. My people didn't get lied though. That's the place the president was. But on his floor, Corin was not going off because he made that preso. He going to the executive mansion, Corin not going off. To his private home on rehab road, Corin doesn't go off. But Corin go off where the money comes from and he gets share of it. You see the dishonesty we're talking about? Minister of Foreign Affairs, passport was $25, they make it $50. 100% increment. 100%. Fundamentally is to generate revenue. I agree. But what you doing with that money? What's the benefit that people getting? Express is $100. $100 US, my people. That place making money in real time. Let me tell you something. You will not believe it, but call your sister or call your brother from Liberia. Every 5 o'clock a.m., people are already at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Majorities of the people want to leave Liberia because they don't feel hopeful. Every 5 a.m. in the morning, Liberian time, Monday to Friday, people going to Ministry of Foreign Affairs and they don't even get their passport. If you pay $50, they say it will take you 3 months to get it. 3 months. Altogether $55 because the form is $5. You got to pay for that online. So they're not prioritizing that categories of people, the ordinary people. Mama two children, ma for 2 children. No. The better seller children ain't got time for them. So when we come from here, we go there, or those that are in Liberia, we send $1 to $2 to, they carry $100, they prioritize them. Even in the midst of that bad current, they will give it to them. I'm commending for that. You get $100, my people, that will give you passport. Where that extra $50 going, we don't know. Because they offer flare receipt only for $50. The other $50, but no flare receipt for that. Where that money going, we do not know. These people sold our diplomatic passports to non-Liberians all over the world. They are taking $100 from us, taking extra $50 for themselves because the passport is $50 on the book. It's public information. Go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But the regrettable part is why that place don't have a special generator to keep receiving money. Simple business methods. So we always getting money from Liberian people, and Liberian people continue to come to give us money, and then current not stable. Let buy big some kind of big generator so our own current can't go up because we got to get this money. My people, for God in heaven's sake. Even though you're supposed to get your express passport the next day, at most 3 days, people are getting this. Some people are lucky to get it 2-3 days, depending when you go there. But me, I was acting like Bishana. I don't want to wake up early because I'm going to let brother relax a little bit. We go to where we do this thing. So when the director told me, Mr. Duran, you got to wake up early, you got to come early. I said, Baby, thank you. I will do that. And I did it, and I got it. By the time I stepped away from the booth, the current went up. I said, God, thank you. I got it that day. I got it. But I'm saying this to say that agency, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, is so important to our foreign relations, to our foreign policy agenda. And their issue of first impression, even if you went to job interview, it matters a lot, not only in Liberia or in America, all over the world. All over the world, my people. It matters a lot. If we even get current over there, then what place you think current will be? Joe House. All of the government officials current don't go in their home because what? They got 2 generator system. And LEC give them direct line. And you know what happened again? LEC is monitoring all the lines. So this time they ration the current, right? So you living on bypass, for example, across the road toward the police station. You know police station can go dark? Oh yes. If you don't know, let me tell you. Temper Justice, you saw it when Alexander Cummings CPP case were there, right? Temper Justice can go off. Police station can go off. That is security people there. Light is security. I will go in Lofa County, immigration checkpoint. No light there. No light. But when a Moravian get light, you will get light on the highway. So my people, when LEC ready, 11 or bypass, they can literally get current to the people to police station side, and the other people that going down Jarastown, they will not get in light. And that will last for at least a week, sometimes 3 days. So they go to GSA Road, they say Joey are leaving, they get in light, they say Joey are not leaving, they keep them off. But guess what? On the president line, it never goes off. No, it's not going off. At the executive mansion, it is on 24/7. To a private home, it's on 24/7. Jamaica Resort is on 24/7. The useless invisible park is on 24/7 because that's the place he goes every single day. Those are the places he goes every single day. But the areas that are making money, including Ministry of Finance, they can go off. They don't prioritize those places to get stable electricity. No. Electricity going up, it coming down, it stay in the middle. Sometimes it just turn like yellow. Gambia not facing that kind of problem. Ghana not facing that kind of problem. Africa not facing that kind of problem. Majority part of Australia, I'm told, I haven't verified that information. My body in Guinea right now, they facing that problem. Right now, Guinea not facing that problem. He went all the way to the border where his father died. I'm talking about AB. They call the small town Koyama, I'm told. Say Koyama got electricity in Guinea, Koyama. At the border, closer to Zozo, Lofa County. But our own part, hey, they're not Joey are trouble, yeah, that's true. They're not Joey are trouble. They're all trouble, but that Joey are there now. So Joey need to face it. And like brand people say he's going to face it, and he too say he's going to face it. Why he not facing it? He gonna fire you already. You ain't want to call the money on you. Alright, Malvina Wallace is saying that is true. I just got back and said that something. I said I can't live there because of all this visit. But to stay, no. Yeah, I agree with you. Who come and live from their comfortable zone and go live in Liberia? When you looking good, they putting you say you part of the government stealing money. No, I'm not going to do that. We'll go visit. We will go visit. Because our country. Some people go to Liberia by way of Guinea now because the airport is terrible. And you know what? This is my own experience. Maybe your experience is different. Majority of the flight leaving from America land in the night. You see RRA highway the way looking deplorable right now. It was already ugly, narrow. Now they finish digging the hole on the right hand side. They finish digging hole on the left hand side. They remove some of those cover. Oh God, the last time I was there. For us to reach home from RRA, I got there around 8:47 p.m. Liberian time. My people, to get out of that place and get to EAWA Junction, it was not easy. The place is extremely dark. So certain area you gotta go this way. I said, but what they doing here? Oh, my body said, oh, they're facing the road. Now that situation, it was a little bit better. This is May 2022. May 8, 2022. And y'all saw it online, right? Okay. That's the road Carrasco told us that it was done already, it running even before they started. Dishonesty. He go all the way to Kenya on Facebook and go get someone on the road there and can't put it on Facebook that was RRA highway. It's done and done. He own boss man. Joe, we are told you to take it down. You see it? You know why? It's because the leader or the leaders are doing the same thing. How finance minister will come and tell us a benevolent dictator, you must just give the man power, he can just do anything he want to do so that he can make your life better and just carry on development. What's the development job we are carrying on when we even give him that benefit yet? We even give him that authority yet before we're going to give him that kind of authority. What is it? He owned it, he promised coastal highway for the crew people. He didn't even achieve it. He go do investable park that the city of Monrovia is supposed to be doing. Oh, that's a big deal. They didn't even consider 2 season system. Rainy season and dry season. How you going to do a park? You even got drainage system. When it rains, you can't go there. I'm going to be praising him. Here in America, when you go to work, that your wallet will tell you. When you don't go to work, that your wallet will tell you. I can literally decide to stay home today. But you know what? I don't stay home. After this show, I'm going to do 12 hours. Just so you know. That's how we live here. Because nobody's going to tell you pay your bills. You know already you got to pay your bills. Even government don't pay LEC bill. The little one that they get, they don't pay for it. And they want LEC to survive. They get water from Liberia Water and Silver Corporation. They don't pay. How you the government don't pay your bills to those institutions that were established by government to generate revenue? Like Water and Silver, like Liberia Electricity Corporation, Forestry Development Authority. Okay? Those corporations that offer services to the public, you don't pay. Ordinary people pay, the Lebanese people pay, the Indian people making small market down water side, the Fulani pay, but you, the government, you don't even pay. But you want life to be better. Shame on them. So my people, the number is 267-938-2801. 267-938-2801. Our WhatsApp number is plus +1 267 648 8012 +1 267 648 8012. Call us or forever hold your peace. All right. Yeah. Brother Morris, that your comment there. I'm sorry, my brother. I can't read that. Please, I'm sorry. Yeah, Eugene Falcon got his own story going on. He allowed other men to use him like a baby. So he crying wolf that his own story there. Let him take it somewhere else. Yeah. I thought Daniel is saying that you don't have to leave your party to vote for Alexander Kumi for President Republic of Liberia. Please vote. Your vote count. Okay. All right. Yeah. I thought he's saying that we should vote for his candidate. If you're in Liberia, you got voting right. Yeah, we should vote for Alexander Kumi. You can stay with your Liberty Party. You can stay with your Unity Party, but just vote for Kumi. That's okay. Yeah, that's a good thing too. We do it here in America. All right, Sister Florence say if the American people take over the country, it will be a lot of jobs, and our country will be developing, and education will be going on good. No more nonsense will be going on in Liberia. Yeah, if America take over, but America not going to take over easily if we don't make them to do so, because Liberia is a sovereign nation. So America cannot just go and take over our country. We will have to make that decision through the United Nations or through legislation that we, the Liberian people, through referendum, we will surrender our sovereignty to a country or maybe to the UN. To America now to take over, we will have to make that decision. And guess what? Political leaders in Liberia, civil society leaders, student grouping, probably majority of maybe students will agree. The young people will agree because they want better for the country, especially for United Nations. I will be sleeping. You tell me that and I say yes, America, go for it. But these greedy politicians in that house, at the level of the executive mansion, even some functional civil society members, including the church, the might not agree. And that's a waste, big stuff. Big stuff. It's almost like you're giving your child to somebody under our system, adoption, right? You are waiving your parental right. You're waiving it. You give it to another person legally to take your child. That's what it means. If we will decide to surrender our sovereignty to United States, it means we're going to give out everything to the United States to take over our country and do what they got to do. And you know what? A lot of people in Liberia ain't ready for that. Ordinary people will do it. Trust me. We don't have issue with that. We'll do it. Yeah. We'll be hot. Somebody said, Josepha is saying, Liberian people are like the beginnings of the world. Genesis 101. Tano Morba, hi, thank you guys for the show, but still Liberian people are not thinking positive. Oh yeah, they said vote for Joey, even in Mason Session. Yeah, that's all right. They can vote for Joey, but anything that comes after that vote, it will be liable. The Liberian people should vote for America to take over the country. Sister Florence Collins says so. Thomas is saying, my concern is solely based on the new dual citizenship law, which I believe is biased. It's biased. Naturalized citizens from Liberia carrying other countries' passports are considered in the new law a second-class citizen. My opinion. Brother Thomas, let me tell you something. You just made me to think about something, right? I got two versions of the Constitution here. I got a small one here. I got a big one here. But let me use a big one. You worry about dual citizenship business, my brother. Don't even have it part of your plate. Don't worry about this not state actors. That's how I call them. Because we made them representative and senator, they even doing what they're supposed to do with a session field. With a session field. You think people like Master Kamayas having a rape issue in America is supposed to be foreign minister and these people confirm that man? You think Cabinet General is supposed to be impeached? So I don't have time for these people. I was born in Kolahun District, Lofa County, so I don't worry about them. I don't worry about dual citizen. I don't worry about single citizen. I don't worry about triple citizen. All I gotta do is just do what I got to do. I ain't telling nobody nothing. The day I go to foreign minister, they say they will not renew my passport, then we'll get to the next step. But they keep doing it. And they're not going to stop doing it because they know the law. Don't give yourself headache. Nobody can stop you from buying land in Liberia. Don't even worry about it. Nobody can stop your child from buying land in Liberia. If you want to become president, nobody can stop you from registering at the level of the election commission. You won't be president, you won't be representative, you won't be senator. Just go there and register to vote. That's all you need to do. The Constitution said you must have property value 25,000 for representation where you want to become representative. They didn't even specify whether the US, whether the Liberty. But let's say the US that we can afford it. That's what the Constitution says. The Constitution go further under Article 27 and 28. In addition to the Supreme Court opinion recent time just reaffirmed this Constitution. But let me read it for the benefit of our show. Y'all might not get yourself out on the citizenship business. Just do what you gotta do. Let me go to Quran. You know how many people there that say they want to give me land for me to be? I'm being shit. No. Don't worry about that thing. Dual citizenship is buyout and not buyout, then pass it. I will never fall in that category. Our people say never belong to God, but you know what? My mom and pa, they are citizens of Liberia. They live in Liberia. They're bombing there. Because I get more opportunity to come here. Then that way you will deny me. Let me see it. Crazy people. Alright, under Article 27, Liberian 1986 Constitution. Let me read it for you. Article 27, okay? All persons who, on the coming into force of this Constitution, were lawfully citizens of Liberia, shall continue to be Liberian citizens. That's what the Supreme Court said. That thing you're going to do to that man. There's a guy that took the government to court. I think his last name, Avin Jallo, something like that. I'm not getting the full name. Yeah. That this law was upheld. That no government of Liberia should deny Liberian citizen Liberian passport on the basis that they left the country and they took citizenship of another country like America or London, any part of the world you are. You can have that passport and still get your Liberian passport, and you decide which passport you want to use when you're ready to travel. You might not get yourself a headache. Until we can amend this Constitution, any statute, any susu club, any rules and regulation, anything you think about when it comes to law in Liberia that contradict any portion or in entirety of the Constitution is not involved. So they know it. You may be second class citizen. You're that thing that don't listen to them. Don't even pay attention to them. You don't listen to the Article 27. Let me read it again. All persons who, on the coming into force of this Constitution, were lawfully citizens of Liberia, shall continue to be Liberian citizens. Now, what you say about that? So, you citizen, my brother, before the Constitution came into being, although you were already citizen, the law say one parent citizen, you citizen. Both parents citizen, that one, John Pamela Wilson, John Wright. So, you super. Then when you born in the country again, you super again. Even if you were born here in America under this Constitution, but your parents, one of them or both of them, were Liberian when they born you, you are still Liberian too. Even though you were born here, American law say when you are born on this soil, you are citizen. You can take your American passport at the age of 18. You can decide to take your Liberian passport. If you don't want it, you don't have to be called Liberian. Not really significant anyway, according to George Bush. So let me see. Let me see 28. Let me read 28 to you, okay? 28, Article 28, 1986 Constitution. Any person, at least one of whose parents was citizen of Liberia at the time of the person's birth, shall be a citizen of Liberia, provided that any such person shall, upon reaching maturity, renounce any other citizenship acquired by virtue of one parent being a citizen of another country. No citizens of the Republic shall be deprived of citizenship or nationality except, let's see that except that exception, as provided by law, and no person shall be denied the right to change citizenship or nationality. You see, we probably already political science, so the Constitution are already familiar with it. I just decided to read it so you can hear it the way it is written. You hear? Then you worry about them people making kangaroo law, and we can challenge it too. In a democratic environment, when they finish with that law, we can challenge it. That's what they don't talk about 1974, 76 area and nationality law for job business. I don't even have time for that. LeBron got no job for me. I'm not living for here right now. If I want job, I can go work with different company, not even public government, maybe NGO. I can even work for Peace Corps if I want. So we're not looking for their job. The people that are there, they want job. People graduating from University of Liberia, they're not even offering a job. They're giving it to their girlfriend. Then I mean, will go look for it, then they will give it to me. They're not giving it to me. So we're not going to look for their job. So if you are somebody that concerned about citizenship in Liberia because you finish getting your citizenship here in America, you get your passport, or you are in London, you are under my voice, or you went to Africa, or you went to Ghana because you wanted to buy land, maybe, I don't know. Do not worry about it. You get your money, you want to buy land, you want to send it to your family member or your son want to go Liberia, just go buy your land. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Every single document in Liberia, for me, I get it. When I go to Liberia, I carry my American driver license. When I go to Liberia, I use a Liberian driver license. That's how I do it. I want to be within the confines of the law. Liberian driver license, I get it. The citizenship ID card, I get it. Me, I say my own here. I get everything. So let me see the market that will tell me, say, all the thing you got, you're not citizen of Liberia. They can't tell me that one. We'll go to court. Now you're getting yourself depressed about that. Don't worry about it. Just go do what you got to do. I'm from Cologne, they say, try me. I will call my uncle then all you're from Foya. You will see. I'll call my uncle then all you're from Foya. They will take that color for you. They can't tell their nephew, say, you can't buy land in Liberia. They're trying to scare you. These people, they using every single means to scare you. Especially those of all that got the opportunity to leave the country quietly. Alright, they say the next sanction coming soon. Our sister Victoria Moyala is saying, just wanted to know when is the next sanction. I got no idea. But based on the ambassador's statement, the next sanction coming soon. Between now and December. That's why we know. Public record. And I believe the American people will be better in Liberia by improving the country for all citizens. Okay, you'll be there. You think we'll give our country to America? We're not doing it. The green people will do it. Beg you. Yeah, you'll be agreeing with Sister Florence. We got to go to referendum to suspend the Constitution and do new Constitution and give it to America. Yep. So Princess is so true, my dear brother. Yeah, they take the money, they put it in their pocket. They sold diplomatic passport, they took the money, they look at the director, Way down there that he made any much decision, they made out of the country now. They put NSA on them. Yeah. Yeah. Emma M. Jabate say passport phone costs $5. Yep, it is true. I get from there. Passport phone costs $5 if you're doing regular. If you're doing express, everything in that $100. Everything inside that $100. You give it to them, they will do it really fast. Except current and stable, that would be the only thing. But if you decide to spoil your sleep, you wake up 5 o'clock and you be there before 8 o'clock, yeah, you will get it next day. Yep, you get, because they got to still do your fingerprint. Biometric, you got to take picture. Yeah, and you got to stand in that, small, in front of a small window to do that, and current got to be on. And the director actually told me, we used to work together now, so I met with him. He actually told me every time the current goes like that, the system the Ghanaian put in place for that passport bureau, it will take them 2 to 3 hours to reboot. That's what the director told me. So that's a lot of time. So by the time you miss it 2-3 times, you're already going to the following week. That's why they will tell you, oh, get cancel so time. Yeah, Alexander coming for change. Okay, bro, Dennis. Yeah, but your men not changing. Oh, they may not keep doing one thing over and again or getting the same result. I've been calling this number here. You're not one call, so it is on your dial, right? 267-938-2801. 267-938-2801. Sometimes it is like that. People don't feel like calling, and it is okay too. Even the Minister of Foreign Affairs. All right. Reschedule you. Okay. Saying the truth. Okay, thank you. All right. My Henrietta. Okay. The country is in reverse. Yep. I really want those that live abroad that are single to move back home. They will not move back home because they are deceitful people. They don't say the truth. I don't need to tour anybody bad. When I get out of this show, I go to work, I do my 2 hours. That's what I need to do. So that I can be able to pay my bills and help other people in Liberia. That's it. Yeah, that's what I need to do. You talking about Air4 power, my sister? Say like Sister Florence, I beg you, man. We get our first caller here, probably the only caller. Good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you calling us from? Please be snappy with almost all the time.
George.
All right.
Texas.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Brother, how you doing this morning?
God is good. My union is very strong.
That's good. I want to get this because I'm doing citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes a lot of progress.
Yeah, but can you change your environment a little bit? You coming in cracky.
Yes, sir.
No, you're fine.
I'm walking actually. But let me take a break and then talk to you. Yeah, so with regards to the dual citizenship in Liberia, well, man, like you said, there's no need to be afraid. There's no threat to us born and raised in Liberia before leaving Liberia. For the fact that there are no standards in place. How do one determine whether you are a Liberian citizen or you are an American citizen?
Especially when you are African man like me, black.
Yeah,
I say, especially when you're typical Liberian man like me.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
Your accent is the same. Everything is the same. You get at the airport. Everything is familiar. You're familiar to everybody. Mm-hmm. Nothing has changed. You go to Liberia every year, or every 2 or 3 years, or every 4 or 5 years. You go to Liberia once. Mm-hmm. You still remain a part and parcel of the fabric of the society. Mm-hmm. As when it comes to political positions, perhaps that's going to be the tussle. But how many times have we not passed laws? Have we not made decisions indiscriminately? And then we found ourselves short. Take, for example, your TRC report. Mm-hmm. It banned people from participating in the politics, but the Supreme Court cleared it.
Yep.
There were a lot of decisions that were made to discriminate people, and those people got cleared.
Yep.
So for me, it doesn't really bother me. And another thing about dual citizenship bills around the world. The intent of that is to be able to reunite, diasporan with the local and with the home state. At the same time, to promote economic benefits that come along with it.
But they're not thinking about that.
We're living in America, we're living in Europe, Australia, Asia, and other places. Our remittances contribute to at least 25% or more of the economic, financial inflow into that country. So if you were to divorce or take us out of that economy entirely, you are taking away a portion of your economic dividends, which is not very good for the society. So when you're making laws in direction of that, you have to make laws that brings benefit. I'm surprised that perhaps I have not followed. I don't know the advocacy of Darius Dillon and other guys in that system who consider themselves the people's person. What are the laws are they passing? What are the advocacy are they making to promote Liberia? And what is the interest of the nation? Because the point is, we have to put the countries first. If the country's interest is put first, then we will benefit. If the country's interest is not put first, then we put our own interest first. Then the society going to collapse because it's going to lead to a lot of debates and argument and lawsuits and here and there that will not lead to anything. And that's the reason why we have all the situations that are going on now. Somebody asked, I heard you reading a text message. Somebody asked when the second sanctions coming. Yesterday I wanted to comment about sanctions, and I thought there should be more sanctions. Now, not because I'm against the we-elect government. I'm very open about. I'm very supportive. I believe that if he has the opportunity, let him lead. But if we have a situation where corruption is eating the fabrics, then it has to be dealt with. I understand the suspended state minister McGill wrote an extensive open letter to the president yesterday. It was published in some of the dailies either yesterday or whenever he wrote it. I wrote an excerpt of it. I believe that letter, in as much as his intention was to declare that he knows nothing about it and he wanted to be clean and Chris, he wanted to come clean and professing to go to court, it is another attempt to dissuade people's attention and to put a little cover over the allegations at hand. You can't be writing the president, telling the president a lot of sweet things in your letter, and then you're saying that you are waiting for your day in court. If you want to be doing that, you and your lawyer go have a press conference and do that. But don't make the president to feel sympathy for you. You are playing with justice, in other words. Those are indirect form of covering of justice. You can't do that, If you want to do that, it may be your right to do, but it's just not prudent to do at this point in time. And I just wanted to point that out.
But let me just say something quickly, okay? So the sanction regime accept appeal and counter appeal. So the sanction is not a local sanction issued or imposed by government of Liberia. This is the U.S. government Treasury Department sanction. If you disagree with everything they have put in that document and place you there, get team a lawyer, let them represent you or you represent your side and prove your point. That's number one.
Exactly. So you first need to make dispute those allegations.
Dispute those allegations.
At the United States Treasury Department.
Yeah. And the people are sitting pretty comfortable waiting for those things, but you are not doing that. Another thing Maggie failed to know is, even though that he buddy with the president has constitutional power, unlimited constitutional power, to appoint and to dismiss, to relieve you, and and to keep you. That is the presidential power. So you can, even if you want to code for that, the code not going to tell the president pull the man back because it is a presidential prerogative.
What a man doing, he's trying to play on the minds of the president.
On the mind of George Weah because
knowing that he is a personal friend and a confidant.
Yeah. So the point here is
politically the president needs him for campaign, for political engineering works in the background. But at the same time, the president has to do what is right for the nation and for his government. And Miguel can still run campaign. We saw it again with Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon had a lot of issues on him. Donald Trump had no option but to let him go. But Steve Bannon never stopped supporting Donald Trump. So if Miguel can do everything, even the party can even give him support on the other side of things where he runs a campaign. He promotes the party and promotes the president, but he does not have to use his influence to have the president dissuaded from the facts that represent the nation. And the president would have to take serious stance on that. So people can see him as someone who's serious. I was watching Al Jazeera this morning, just about 12 o'clock this morning. I saw Liberia was on the news. This guy who reported for Al Jazeera in West Africa, from the Sahel area and down to Liberia. He discussed in Liberia, the corruption in Liberia, discussing the death of some auditor that died in a plant about a year or so ago. And the suspension of these government officials who have been identified by the United States Treasury Department. So what are we doing here? Are we not going to look at this thing again, cover it up? Whoever you're doing it politically to benefit himself or to benefit his friends, that's great. But it may not be the best interest for the nation. It may not be the best interest to reflect his image out there. Liberian politics, locally, we all can do it. We do our thing, we bury it right there. Whatever happens, nobody talk about it. But people are watching you from outside.
Yeah, people are watching you from outside.
It's
and
about time that you take stance.
Yep, my brother. That is why it is.
Yeah, man. We'll go back on, man. That place that your land in some of that whole anyway, you got your land reserve. Nobody gonna touch it.
My brother, let me tell you something. I can go all the way down to West Point level, okay? You know what?
Nobody will touch it.
Nobody can touch it. No, even the one in Morovia, nobody can touch it. Then you're talking about Pokola, how you go there.
I don't think that law is intended to disenfranchise
talking about second class
people from owning property. I don't think that's what the law is intended to do. The law is politically motivated because they're afraid for not taking their jobs. Myself, I was in Liberia. During Ellen time, we were working in Liberia. We were working in the Ellen government, in the Ellen-led administration. We work in different sectors. We saw the flux of foreign Liberians taking high-level jobs at high pay. We argued the same argument. We felt that we needed a system, and these guys came from abroad. But then the disadvantage that we had was these guys had some basic technical exposure that we didn't have. Their level of education, their level of technology knowledge was extremely exceptional. We did not realize that. And so we argue that all the guys come in to make you $4,000, $5,000, and we here doing the work. Other people have finance ministry and commerce and wherever they work, they will complain and say, oh, they're not making a lot of money. That's true. It will always be like that until we advance ourselves in different roles and different capacities in life.
Yep.
If we think that we are disadvantaged, we are at a disadvantage point, then let's improve our system. So we become competitive to anybody from any parts of the world. But we can be down there, not making improvement, but then we are guarding the system. We putting ourselves into the barricade, and nobody can come close to us. That's why I said one time, I told him I said, I was speaking of commies yesterday. I think commies at the time did not understand the Liberian politics because the Liberian politics, the guys who govern the politics in Liberia, including villages and other guys, they do everything to protect themselves. They may pretend to be supporting you, but the intent is to get what they can get from you. Eventually, they're going to dump you.
Yep, that's what they do.
Move on. Because they know fully well that you and them are not on the same pile. Why you there? You're discussing, public accountability. Those guys are there thinking about, okay, the guy, he seems to be very upright. Is that what we need? Do we need somebody who will even look at us and say, "Oh, man, even though we are friends, but we cannot continue business as usual." I ain't looking at nobody who's going to tell him those facts. So eventually, those guys are just rallying around people like commies and eventually commies will find its way out. That's how it works. That's Liberian politics. I said that on I did Focus Liberia Sunday. And the guy kept saying, "Oh, why you think coming in on the sister? How come this, that, coming?" I said, that does not mean that it's not a right of anyone to contest. It's everybody's right. But it just limits you.
Yep.
So if you don't understand that card, like you and myself or any other person who understands that, you will play it radically like any other person locally. When you play the radical game with them, then you know what you're doing. Like now what he's doing, he's taking the back road, and so whatever he's doing, he's cementing a relationship with Liberty Party while the debate is going on. Those are radical steps to take. Because you will never get it straight in that system. You will never get it straight. You don't
do the Western stuff there.
He does not have a base. But I think radical steps are necessary for radical moves and radical society. And that's exactly what it is. Speaking of general politics, that's what I think about it. Your man, our old man, GNB, I don't think that man is really ready yet. Financially, there may be an issue, and then, physically there are issues, authoritatively there are issues. I understand people are rallying behind him because of his long years of experience, but there has to be a time where you can speak to yourself in the mirror. This time we use camera. Speak to yourself in the camera and say, "Am I really ready? Do I really want to put myself through this? Is that something that I really want to do? Is that the ambition? Is that the goal? Can I really do it?" And I think it's about time that our old man looks himself in the mirror and start to ask these questions about himself.
You don't think it's already late? We got about 13 months of the time.
Well, it's still late. You can even back down 2 days to the time.
No, we don't. You don't want to do that. That would be a political suicide.
The decision is not just about followers and things. The decision is all about being able to deliver as required, as you would like to do it. Is he really ready? Is he really, able to deliver? If he is able to deliver, then he has to start from the grassroots where he is. Born and raised in Liberia, serving the Liberian government from LPMC, LPRC,
agriculture,
to the House of Senate, agriculture, and then to the National House of Senate, and is in the office of the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia for at least 12 years. The Lofa people depended on him for that agricultural program through Wendell McIntosh, supported by the Libyan government.
Yeah, I was saying Liberia. I saw those agro machines.
Mrs. Salif entrusted him, to quote unquote provide what you call leadership on the implementation of that project. That project went the first year successfully. The said, okay, the project went on. We think we were able to come up with the first, crops out of the soil. But this crop was not so much the rice, the production was not, the produce was not so much enough. We wanted to replant and expand. In the expansion process, a year or so, Gaddafi was overthrown. What happened to this equipment? They were parking right there, Town Back Road, Gemma Embassy, a chancellor that used to live after the war.
I know that place. I saw it many times going to red light.
Everybody saw it. All of us saw it down there. Going to work, coming from work. We go. Are you going to school? Coming from school. We saw that thing packed down there for. But after Gaddafi got overthrown,
got killed.
The lack of accountability started to invade the system. Under the watch of our old man, we had no accountable report as to where those equipments gone. They crossed the borders to Guinea. Now, the Guineans themselves, I believe the guys who got those equipments, they look at Liberians and they just laugh. How can you sell resources that are intended, machinery resources that are intended to develop your nation, the agricultural sector? You could have had that set of equipment down there and have farms all over that country and lease it to all the farms. In Manicoma this month, the equipment goes to Manicoma and help to tiller the soil, clean the soil, and tiller the soil in Manicoma and do planting. Why the planting machine is there planting the crop? The tillering and bursting machine is in Nimba. Why is there helping Nimba? By the time it finished, the planting machine comes to Nimba. The clearing of something machine goes to Maryland, or it goes to Cleveland, or wherever it can go, the next farm. We could have used that thing for a few years until we become independent to buy more equipment. But the idea, the decision, the management, the leadership was lacking. Today, Liberia has not been able to account for everything that Libya did. The monies Libya spent, including monies to clear the people from Juga Hotel and all of those things, Liberia has not been able to do that.
Yeah.
And that's because Libya is in crisis. If Libya was not in crisis, perhaps it would have been different. So imagine how much free opportunity that we had, that we didn't even have to give so much accountability for, as long as Libya is in crisis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my brother. So, yeah, just conclude now. Conclude your point so we can call it a day.
Not take so much of your time.
Mm-hmm. No, but I gave you time because we talked about it yesterday, and that's the reason I gave you time to go, to touch, base with everything you want to say. Yeah, because today is what's on your mind. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. All right, man. Well, thanks for the opportunity, man. But that's it. We can talk more and more and more. The situation in that place. We just encourage people to be steadfast, determined, and never give up their hopes and dreams. Do not rely on other people. Rely on your own potentials and exploit them to make the best use of it. Thank you.
You're welcome, my brother. Thank you too. Bye. Have a nice weekend. All right, folks. I think that is why it is. So we got one caller. The other caller were coming in, but we didn't get them. But I think we are good though. Every day is not Christmas. Some days are other days. Okay. I want to say thank you plenty. I want to say a special thank you to our sister Florence Colley. She has been reposting the number. People been asking for the number, but she been posting it. But still, I got the doctor here, doctor from Pennsylvania. Let me just pick up his call. Last caller. Yeah, Doc, how you doing?
Hey.
Good morning to you on a Friday.
Yeah, wonderful Friday. Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
I remember in Liberia many years ago, we always say TGIF. TGIF.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
I'm doing okay, Dad.
Yeah, I know the conversation around Liberia is just a challenging proposition. So, on a Friday like this, what do you have on your mind?
Yeah.
What you got to say, and the rest of it. I'm just wondering about the question around, leaders of integrity and vision. And it takes me back to the life and views of Comrade Thomas Sankara. It seemed more relevant and quite exemplary with the passage of time, especially in the dire straits that we find ourselves as a people and as a nation. I hope we can be able to drink from that cup of wisdom.
Yeah.
But look, there are just a couple of things that I've been thinking about this morning. I think I briefly listened to the chair of the Elections Commission. I don't know whether it was a press conference or not. I saw something just passing on my phone.
Okay.
And I know some of us have been emphasizing the need for a biometric system. It's good that we are hearing that now, that the Elections Commission is thinking in that direction.
That would be a good thing.
Biometrics, should be quite transparent. Biometrics should not only be on the side of those in government or those within the commission itself, but it also should include the full representation and participation of all of the people of Liberia, all of the political actors, and as well as our international partners, trying to make sure that they are transparent, genuinely transparent in nature, making sure that there are checks and balances as that process evolves. I think it's a good thing. And, I just thought to reflect on that this morning.
Okay.
And another thing is the participation of, diaspora Liberians, wherever they are around the world. I know you were talking about citizenship, dual citizenship, and your own experience when you go to Liberia and the rest of it. If other countries within the region can do it, especially at this time, this era, I think we should have the opportunity, and the government should be able to create an avenue to reach, people of Liberian origin who are a Liberian is always a Liberian.
I'm not 27 and 28.
Yeah, so that opportunity is created. It's not only an opportunity, but I think it's a birthright that should be afforded to all Liberians, ensuring that the 2023 elections and subsequent elections will create that framework and that mechanism to allow the many of us to be able to have a voice. And I think that will encourage participation. It will also encourage in many other ways investment. Wherever your heart is, that's where you put in the time and the energy and your resources. So I think that's headed in the right direction. Once it can be guided by, ethical principles and transparency, ensuring that, Liberians at home and abroad can participate, and also ensuring that our partners, bilateral partners, can be a part of the process, so that there will be no fraudulent activities. We know what elections have cost the country. 1985 is a standing and historical example, and we saw what the war did.
We do not want to gravitate to that anymore.
For sure.
Yeah, and I want to close on an encouraging note. Working in a cooperative spirit, working as a bloc, working in that nationalistic spirit is a challenge that we found over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And the tribal connotation is not in any way, either in this administration or any other administration in the future, it's not going to save us. It's not going to help Liberia. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we need not to identify with who we are, what our heritage is. But I mean, in terms of effective governance, making sure that there is a participatory process in Liberia, I think we need to gravitate and graduate from this whole conceptualization and marginalization as we see currently. I know in past administrations this has been a problem. The question around moralistic theory concerning nepotism, tribalism, regionalism, sectionalism. The very Constitution, the framers of the Constitution insisted that there was a need for regional balance.
Mm-hmm.
And I think every government, a government that seeks to cater to the needs of the people, a government that is genuine and is upright, in keeping with Comrade Sankara's vision for upright man to lead Africa, to take Africa from the trenches of imperialism to a system of a democratic framework that is solely defined within the African context, and that creates avenue for the possibility for all to participate, then I think we need to be quite wise. We need to be cognizant. We need to be aware that those are things that we need to do to make sure that no one in Liberia, whether from the south, from the east, from the west, whatever part you come from in the country, that everyone will be afforded the possibility of participation and equal access and equal opportunities. Sadly enough, I think that's where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to some people last evening, talking about in terms of current leadership structure in Liberia. When you look at whether it's the executive, the judiciary, the legislative, all headed by Southeasterners. Just imagine the political tapestry and the imagery it creates for the rest of the country. I think it's sad. I think it's morally wrong. And I think there will come a time in history when those pages are written that we will not look in a direction that intends to undermine or to relegate one group of people to, a marginalized sector, but that it creates an avenue and the possibility for all Liberians to be able to participate in the affairs of governance on a balanced and equitable level. Those of us who are, diversity instructors and leaders who are continuing to work in the area of diversity, even in the very United States, where there are challenges, there are difficulties, race matters.
Yep.
And all of the difficulties that we encounter as developers, this land is. So I know we have a long curve.
A long curve.
A long curve to navigate. But I think it behooves all of us to begin to think in that direction, the direction that is transformative, the direction that looks behind 50 years from now. Where is Liberia going to be? Where our children going to be? When our children's children will have opportunity to preserve our land. I will end on this. Francis, Liberia is a beautiful place.
It is.
It has a tropical weather, a weather just as Hawaii. It has all the foods. It has everything that is organic. That is what the world seeks, the rich and famous. The lobster and everything you can think about, our fishes and everything in our waters. Are we protecting them? Are we conscientiously aware of the incredible nature of the biodiversity that we have? And whether we could be able to tap into that pool, that reservoir of resources that God has given us, to be able to create the possibilities, the endless possibilities for Liberians of all stripes to make progress, to live happily, and do whatever that is required, the God-giving right, that our people need not to travel. Our people need not to get on ships. Our people need not to sell themselves in places like Oman and Qatar. I was reading a story about, some of the challenges with our sisters in Oman and domestic workers and the abuses that they are experiencing and the rest of it. These things happen when our leaders are not farsighted. They are not forthright, and they are not morally conscious to realize that we are all interconnected. Irrespective of whether you were born in Masambolao or Baho or Lawalazu or Tuzo
or Popalaho or maybe Ganta.
Gompa City or Sanikle or Abel, wherever. That's the progress we need to begin to make. That we create possibilities. Liberians are bright. We're bright students all over the country, but the challenge and the difficulties we have is that creative field has not been, orchestrated by our leaders to be able to create opportunities for those who hold the future. So, I will end on that note, and want to thank you. And when is Brother Kamara returning?
Brother Kamara will be returning before the 15th. Yeah, hopefully, probably next week.
And lastly, the churches in Liberia, man, they need to take that moral charge. The church is sleeping.
But the church gotta be sleeping. That the church, some members of the church are even praying for evildoers. You saw Miguel, Sifa, and the rest of the guy. The bunch of pastors went to pray for them as a result of the sanction.
Well, that's we could leave that.
We have been listening to Reverend Kotu, who is currently the head of the Liberia Council of Churches. But anyway, we can leave that for another time because I said that to go on the white man clock.
The sinner, there's no way a prophet will walk away from the sinner if the sinner is willing to repent and surrender. That's the only caveat I will leave for you there.
Okay, I got it, Dad. I got it.
All right, take care, man. Have a wonderful
Thank you very much for your contribution. Yeah.
And God bless Liberia.
Of course, yes. God bless Liberia for sure.
Yeah. Better days ahead.
Yep. Thank you very much.
We remain faithful to that. And let's continue the struggle. Wherever you are, you're in the trenches, you're in the States, you're in Canada, you're in Europe, you're in Sonyware, wherever you are, we are all part of this collective. We have to fight to change.
Yep.
This system is not serving us well.
Nope.
And it has to be changed.
Yep.
And it takes upright men and women, as Sankara would say, to say no to imperialism.
Yep.
And standing up to make Africa self-sufficient in food production, to make our women to live like queens, our mothers to be respected again, and our girls and our beautiful girls can have an opportunity, and boys to participate in this environment wherein knowledge is power, and there is this competition that exists, and we can lead to that process of empowering our young people. There's nothing impossible that Nigeria cannot do. I'm sure about
that. I'm sure too.
God bless you, Francis.
All right. All right, Dad. Thank you, and God bless you too. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
All right. Bye now. All right, folks, we want to say thank you. That's how we come to the end of this Abrakat talk show, Common Sense Political Consciousness platform. This wonderful, fabulous, incredible Friday. We want to say we wish you happy, safe, and rewarding weekend. And we want to say thank you plenty for coming. Those of you that are here now, those of you that will come later, we also want to say thank you in advance. So this is how we come to the very end of our What's on Your Mind Today editions of our Baraka Talk Show. And we want to say we see you when we see you, hopefully on Monday. If you don't see you on Monday, then American dream continue. In the cause of the people, the struggle continue, okay? But we will try our possible best to show up whenever our God gave us the permission, the opportunity, the strength, and the ability to do so. We want to say thank you. Thank you plenty. Extend our sincere greetings to your family, okay? Wherever you are. All right? Have a nice day. Wonderful weekend. Stay safe and mind your business.